Good morning, everybody. This is the Redevelopment Agency for July 16th, 2025. We are officially called to order. Please note that Mayor Berkeley, there it is excused from this meeting. She is fortunate enough to be one of the mayors selected for the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative. Mayors from around the globe are chosen to take part in this prestigious program. It's designed to offer insights and expertise to help our city be even better at providing positive results for our residents. So we want to congratulate Mayor Berkeley, and we look forward to what she and her fellow mayors will learn and ultimately bring back to their respective cities. We also want to thank the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative for selecting Mayor Berkeley and for providing this dynamic program at no cost to the taxpayers of Las Vegas. With that, this meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. These proceedings are being video recorded and can be viewed live on City of Las Vegas TV, on Cox Cable Channel 2. You can also watch the meeting live online and access other city content by visiting lasvegasnevada.gov/connect. The proceedings will be rebroadcast on City of Las Vegas TV the Wednesday of the meeting at 8:00 p.m. and also on Friday at 4:00 a.m., Saturday at 7:00 p.m., Sunday at 7:00 a.m., and the following Monday at 5:00 p.m. This building is protected by a state-of-the-art fire detection and suppression sprinkler system. If alarms should activate during today's meeting, please evacuate using the exits at the back of the chambers, out to the mezzanine, proceed out the double doors to the terrace, and down the back staircase. For anyone that has difficulty with stairs, please check with a marshal or fire official for assistance. Once outside, please assemble on the northeast corner across the street from City Hall at Lewis and First Street. Employees wearing safety vests or our city marshals will inform you when it is safe to re-enter the building. For public comment related to the items on the agenda, citizen participation in public hearing items, we have available a speaker card which you can complete and submit to the city clerk. Cards are available in the clerk's office or at the rear of the chambers. If you do not submit a card, it does not prevent you from speaking under public comment, citizens participation, or specified public hearing items. If there is anyone present today that has a need for hearing impaired equipment, please see the city clerk's staff. Please note, if you parked in the parking garage across the street, a self-validation machine is located in the foyer between council chambers and the security desk you walk through to enter these chambers. You must have your ticket with you to use the machine. If you do not have your ticket, see security personnel when exiting for a validation coupon. We'll now move on to item number 3 and our compliance with the open meeting law.
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. The amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. All comments made will be cross-referenced to those specific items. If anyone submitted a speaker card or who wishes to speak under this portion of the agenda, please come to the podium and state your name for the record. We'll set the time at 1 minute. Hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to item number 4. For possible action to approve the final minutes by reference to the regular redevelopment agency meetings of June 4th and 18th, 2025. Councilwoman Diaz, is there a motion?
Move to approve.
There's a motion. Please vote and post. And that motion passes. Moving on to item number 5, RA-17-2025, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution finding the project proposed by the Commercial Visual Improvement Program agreement between the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency and Ham Fremont and All Aces Hospitality, located at 518 Fremont Street, to be in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan, and authorizing the execution of the CVIP agreement by the RDA, not to exceed $25,000 RDA Special Revenue Fund, Redevelopment Area 1, Ward 3, with Councilwoman Diaz. Note this item is related to Council Item 36, R-24-2005. Good morning, Ms. Babsky.
Good morning, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council members. My name is Dina Babsky, Director of Economic and Urban Development for the City of Las Vegas. And with me here today is Mr. Zach Jordan and Mr. Mark Whitehouse, representing the applicant. For your consideration today is the VIP grant in the amount of $25,000 for the project located at 518 Fremont Street. This project, this site is located in the Fremont East District, and as we all know, there's a lot of food and beverage places, a lot of energy. You might recognize that the former therapy site, the restaurant, used to be at the site, which is currently the site that is being applied for the VIP grant. This is the future site. It is the Electric Mushroom nightclub. So going from therapy to electric mushroom, I think there's a lot of synergy in that transition, and we're very excited to be able to help the applicant to bring in new signage out in the front, some new lighting, LED lighting around the fence, windows, doors. This is the night version of the signage that's going to be installed with the assistance of our grant. And the applicant is undertaking a pretty large investment on their own, over $200,000 to remodel the whole place. That makes them eligible for the full $25,000 investment by the redevelopment agency, and the work is scheduled to be completed in August of this year. So with that, I'd like to give the word over to our applicants.
Good morning, Mayor Pro Tem, council, men and women. My name is Mark Whitehouse with Vision Sign Company. We are the designer and creator of the signage, and I'm here to field any questions about the signage in particular. Otherwise, with me, Zach Jordan, the proprietor, and he can answer any questions you have about the business itself. And we thank you for the time you've given us today.
Good morning. My name is Zachary Jordan. I'm the owner of this business. Thank you guys for your time. So just a couple things that I just wanted to talk about with this. So the sign has started going up. It's not fully complete. The sign went up, I believe, Monday of last week, okay? Within 12 hours, we had over 70,000 views on social media. That it went viral. We have some of the biggest bloggers in Las Vegas that have already posted articles for us, Vegas Vitel, so on and so on. And the plan is to just bring as many new people down to East Fremont Street as possible. I've worked on the Strip for the last 18 years. I have all new clientele that I plan on bringing down there, and I think this sign, if you just go down there right now, if you just stand there, there's going to be 50 people in the next 10 minutes of you standing there just watching, taking pictures of everything that's going on there, and it's not even complete yet. So we're really looking forward to that. Any questions?
That is awesome, super exciting. I love that part of town. Councilwoman Diaz, I'm always a little bit jealous of your ward. I love my ward, but I'm a little bit jealous of your ward. But Ms. Babsky, I think I'd go from electric mushroom to therapy after. That would be the order.
I think we all will.
Just do that. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Okay, Councilman Diaz, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. And before I make my motion, Mr. Jordan, can you educate our council on electric mushrooms, music, and offerings, just so that we could help either partake or spread the word in what you'll have going on in there?
So on that note, we are doing a grand opening party on the July 26th, okay? And anybody will collect emails if anybody'd like to be invited to that. It's a private party. We have lots of sponsors. I believe Tito's is going to be sponsoring that. We have a really cool 360-degree photo op that's going to be there. We're going to have a whole ribbon cutting ceremony as well as a step and repeat out front, which I think is going to be really cool. As far as the business, we're going to be in the EDM genre, okay? But we don't want to just pigeonhole ourselves to just one thing, okay? We are not going to be a hip-hop venue at all. We are doing electric music, but stuff with words, okay? And then what I always want to tell people also is we want to do anything that's just fun music that people like to sing and dance to. So I revert back to the Gwen Stefani song of B-A-N-A-N-A-S, or even Journey, if we're halfway there. That's the kind of music we want to come in. So every time somebody walks by there, they're going to be able to sing and dance and know every word. In addition to that, we're also going to be a craft cocktail bar during the day. And we brought in a real executive chef who's done numerous restaurants around town to make sure that the quality of food is going to be great. The way the menu is working is we have shockingly simple and electrically elevated, so that way we have two different options for people with the more advanced palate and with the easier palate. So there's lots of different things that we're doing over there to make sure that we drive business down there.
Awesome. We appreciate your 18 years of experience and bringing that to Fremont East now. So with that, I'm going to move to approve agenda item 5.
Thank you.
There's a motion, please vote. And post. And that item passes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
For future presenters, if you can all have that much energy, it's going to make this meeting super fun.
I'm
Nice
a
job.
nighttime guy. It's 8:30 in the morning, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you. We're now moving on to item number 6, RA-18-2025, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution finding the project proposed by the Commercial Visual Improvement Program agreement between the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment AG and Sticky 6 LLC and BMAYB LLC DBA Viking Mikes, located at 1500 South Main Street, to be in compliance with and furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan and authorizing the execution of the CVIP agreement by the RDA not to exceed $25,000, RDA Special Revenue Fund, Redevelopment Area 1, Ward 3, Councilwoman Diaz. And note, this item is related to Council Item 37, R-47-2025. And Ms. Babsky, you're up again.
Yes, good morning again. Dina Babsky, Director of Economic and Urban Development for the city. And with me here today is the applicant, Mr. Jared Howard. This is also a VIP grant in the amount of $25,000 for a project located at 1500 South Main Street. The property is inside our Gateway District, and this area is seeing some carryover growth due to the Arts District, kind of, how fast the Arts District is growing. So there's a lot of things already happening on the food and beverage side, the retail side in the Gateway District. So this is the property, the exterior before. It's a vacant building, vacant boarded up building, so we're really excited to be able to start seeing, some changes here and be able to assist with the renovations. Yesterday when I briefed, everybody got very excited about a Scandinavian Viking-themed restaurant. So this is the project, and I can't wait to hear a bit more about that from our applicant. But these are some elevation renderings of the property. The owner is investing almost $1 million into the renovations with exterior costs of $188,000. That makes them eligible for the full amount of $25,000, and the expected completion date is third or fourth quarter of this year. Without further ado, if you'd like Mr. Howard to provide some comments on the project.
Yeah, thank you. I won't have as much energy as the previous guy. But yeah, we're excited about the project. My name is Jared Howard. So yeah, 1500 South Main Street. I started in the Arts District in 2016 with Vesta Coffee, and we've seen it grow. And these funds are super helpful when we're developing these older properties. So we're very appreciative of the consideration. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. To clarify, it won't be a full restaurant. It's going to be more of a bar offering with food, 21 and up. So it won't be all ages.
I am also very excited about this area, but I kind of pretend this area is part of my area too. I apologize. But one can imagine and hope. So are there any questions up here on the board? Hearing and seeing none, I'll turn it over.
It's a very odd project. It's okay to have questions. No, we're excited. It's definitely, there's not a blueprint for what we're doing, but we think it's going to be a really cool addition to the neighborhood.
And the name of it is Viking Mike's?
So there's, the short name is Viking Mike's. The complete name is Viking Mike's Alpine Yurt Bar. We're building a 1,600 square foot, like full wood construction yurt in the back. You can see it being erected this week. It's already going vertical.
And initially, the offerings are, you're going to be open to the public mostly afternoon, evenings?
Afternoon, evenings. We're going to test, opening up earlier on the weekends, but essentially, from happy hour to the evening. Small food program, house-made sausages, like fresh potato, like actual.
Real Viking hats to wear too?
There'll be, horns and all of the fun stuff. It's very kitschy, very tongue-in-cheek, escapism at its fullest.
Cool.
Can I ask one?
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm remembering a conversation that we've had a few months ago maybe. Is this where the yurts are going?
This is where the yurt's going, yes.
Can you describe a yurt again?
So yurt is, historically, it's a nomadic structure. They're round with like a cone-shaped top. I think the original ones are from like Mongolia. They're usually like a lattice wall with canvas. There's been a lot of iterations and different types of yurts over the years just because they're so fast and easy to make. There's a guy in the East Coast, I don't have his name right now, but he created what's called a taper wall yurt, which the walls taper out, and it has this really pretty silhouette and like this extra like thing on top. And those were made out of all wood. So we're taking that essentially design concept and making it into like a commercial building with actual insulation and engineering, and it's been quite the project. Yeah, but no, it's a round building essentially.
And just to illuminate us, where did you come up with the Viking concept
So the
to
Viking
land in the
concept,
Arts
so
District?
my partner Dan Coughlin, every year we go skiing somewhere for our birthday in January. We used to go to Park City a lot, and halfway up the mountain in Park City is a yurt. It's one of those lattice wall yurts. Inside there's like a little bar, a piano, a fire, and it's like a really cool welcoming spot that we could all kind of meet at if we got lost from skiing or snowboarding. So we wanted to kind of create that feeling and that energy here in Las Vegas.
Really cool. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Howard. Obviously, we're very familiar with Vesta and how successful you've been at operating and running that, and how it's become one of the most popular coffee shops in the Arts District and
Can I get that in writing?
And outside of the Arts District, because you've grown other places and spaces too. So proud of that for you and for us. And I'm just looking forward to this next endeavor. And with that, I'm going to move to approve agenda item 6.
Thank you.
There's a motion. Please vote. And post. And that item passes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So maybe you'd go to the Electric Mushroom, take the Vegas shuttle to the Viking Mike's, and then you need to go to therapy. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to move on to items number 7 and 8, which will be read together. RA-19-2025, discussion for possible action regarding a resolution binding the office lease between the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency and Blue Dream concerning the lease of the third floor of 2050 South Pinto Lane is in compliance and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan, and authorizing the execution of the office lease agreement by the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency at $11,205,000. This is from the RDA Special Revenue Fund, Redevelopment Area 1. And number 8 is a public hearing and discussion for possible action regarding a resolution binding the sublease agreement proposed by the City of Las Vegas Redevelopment Agency and the Nevada System of Higher Education Board of Regents of Nevada State University concerning the sublease of the third floor of 2050 South Pinto Lane is in compliance with and in furtherance of the goals and objectives of the redevelopment plan, and authorizing the execution of the office sublease agreement by the RDA Redevelopment Area 1. These items are in Ward number 1 with Councilman Knutson. Item 8 is a public hearing, which I now declare open. And Ms. Babsky.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. City Council members, Dina Babsky, Director of Economic and Urban Development for the city. And with me here today, I have very notable guests. Dr. Pollard, the President of the Nevada State University, and Amber Lopez Lassiter. She is the Chief of Staff. Welcome. Thank you. Before we move forward with our presentation, I'd like to make a correction on the record on item 7, the total lease amount to be corrected to $12,327,750. Thank you. Well, today is a very exciting day. This is a project that we've been working on for a few months now, and it's going to be, I want to say, transformative for downtown. That's how excited we are. We're presenting for your consideration today is 2 lease agreements, one with the Blue Dream LLC, which is a group of partners with Dr. Spiritos and Dr. Prabhu being 2 of them, and then also the sublease agreement with Nevada State University. So a little bit about the project and how we got here. Nevada State University main campus is in Henderson, far away from here a little bit. And they have grown so much. Just in 10 years, they've doubled in size. Their last enrollment counts for last academic year was 7,500. And I was very excited and impressed with the statistics that 80% of your alumni are employed in Nevada. We just absolutely are excited for that. With this partnership, we're bringing an educational or higher educational presence into Las Vegas Medical District to assist us with our workforce development efforts. As we all know, the healthcare field is growing in Las Vegas, and we need as many health care workers as we possibly can get. And so through this partnership and working with NSU, we are bringing forward this concept where they will provide education for 4 different programs. Among those is youth speech language pathology, psychology, nutrition, and kinesiology. And these areas align very, very closely with the results of the study we did 2 years ago by ECG Group, which identified the largest gaps in disciplines in the medical district. And pediatric specialty and behavioral health were one of the top few. So it is not only very beneficial for the students to be able to access education in downtown versus, having maybe to drive further. It is also very beneficial for our most precious little youth children that need the services so much. So we're excited to essentially get both of those sides together. It is also very important that this project was done in collaboration with UNLV and other medical community partners, and I will let our guest from NSU describe that relationship. So Nevada State University is bringing forward a very, very big investment. So this lease is, the full term is 20 years. Over the 20 years, based on their budget for staffing, student fees, lease agreements, and all those things, is over $40 million, which is very significant. The enrollment for the new campus is estimated at 500 students and 60 courses per term. The clinic itself, that will be a component of the campus, is going to be able to see up to 250 patients a week, all youth. The economic impact on the area overall, based on our model over the 10 years, is $33 million plus, and that is the small businesses, residential construction around it, everything that's surrounding it that will benefit from the NSU students being there in the heart of the Las Vegas Medical District. The graduation numbers that were provided by the university, our model estimates that within 10 years, that will derive over 9,000 jobs overall. So these numbers are very, very impressive. Now about the lease agreement itself. As I mentioned, the redevelopment agency will be leasing the space from the Blue Dream LLC, led by Dr. Prabhu and Dr. Spiritos. The location is 2050 Pinto Lane. This is a brand new, fantastic Class A medical office building. And the floor, it is the third floor that's going to be the home for the new campus. As I mentioned, it's a 10-year lease with 2 5-year extensions, base rent at $2.50, which is in line with the market. The overall RDA contribution over the first 5 years for the rent itself is $1.8 million. The rent will commence October of this year, and hopefully with the TIs going as fast as we'd like them to go, there will be already some activity in the spring of this upcoming school year. In addition, we have a parking lease agreement with Dr. Spiritos and his partners on the parking lot across the street. So there's definitely going to be a lot of collaboration. We'll managing the lot and having a tenant in the building. So this is the preliminary floor plan. I know it's very small to be able to read, but I just wanted to showcase how well their vision fit into the floor, and the layout works perfectly. They'll have classroom space, kinesiology and nutrition labs. They'll have space where our children can receive physical therapy, and the clinic itself will be on the east side of the building, and where the students can practice whatever they learn in the classroom, hands-on, under the supervision of their professors. So without further ado, I'd like to give the word over to our wonderful guests.
Well, okay, thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Darian Pollard, D-E-R-I-O-N-N-E-P-O-L-L-A-R-D for the record. I'm honored to be here today to speak briefly about this project. First, let me extend my deep appreciation to the city, in particular, the city manager, the economic development team, and all of the staff who have been instrumental in putting this deal together. They had a dream, and they came to us and said, let's figure out how to get this done. I believe, and I say this wholeheartedly, the future of our region is about municipalities connecting with higher education to do this work. So thank you to the city for the work you've done, and looking forward to that. Just by brief introduction, to tell you that Nevada State University is the community's university. We've been doing this work for a little bit over 20 years, and you will see we continue to serve large numbers of students. I draw your attention to a few statistics about Nevada State. About 50% of our students are first-generation college students. 80% receive some form of federal financial aid, roughly about $27 million a year that we're processing just in 23 alone. We are very proud of the glorious diversity of our student body and also of our faculty and staff. So we continue to do the work that needs to be done to make sure that all means all in a community that represents such a wide variety of folks. In addition to that, you can see our growing enrollment. We continue through a series of partnerships with these types of programs, as well as direct outreach into our high schools through concurrent enrollment, to seeing continuous growth even in the midst of COVID, where we saw a lot of higher education contract. We recognize and we know our space, and we continue to operate at that, and our enrollments reflect that. As Dina mentioned earlier, the most important part of what we do and why we were created is that 80% of our graduates from Nevada State reside in Nevada. 90% of those graduates are in the southern part of the state. So we're very proud of the value proposition that we bring to the community, and most importantly, we know that if we're going to actually do workforce and economic development, it is incumbent upon Nevada State University and other universities to do this work with the municipalities. Let me turn it over her to do a brief project summary, expanding it upon what we heard. Dr. Amber Lopez-Lassiter, she's the Chief of Staff and Strategy. While I get to introduce this has been her project. She shepherded this project through, including a number of other things that we have going on. And with that, I'll turn it over to you, Dr. Lopez-Lassiter.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. As President Pollard expressed, we are simply delighted about this opportunity, and I do want to emphasize for Dina and her team, the entire city, working at Mach speed. So you don't typically hear city and also on our side. So we're just delighted to continue to advance this. We are looking to have 2 of our current academic offerings, and that includes speech language pathology and our educational psychology, and are working to develop 2 new degree programs that include nutrition and kinesiology, as well as that juvenile health clinic. As Dina summarized, this really was an idea of how to further advance all of the great work that's happening in the medical district, and then thinking through how Nevada State could be a partner. The Juvenile Allied Health Education Center, you saw what the rendering looked like, but it'll be a mix of classrooms, but also have that clinic component. The why. So this is a great graphic where you can see down there in the corner, Nevada State University. We do have a cluster of our students there, but our students live all across southern Nevada. And so really looking at, in addition to being in the heart of the medical district, of taking that access to higher ed right there to the student. The community need, I think you guys know this acutely well. There are so many reasons as to why we need to further expand higher education and also delve into these critical healthcare needs. One of the benefits we hear often from our students that transportation is a barrier, and so this is a great graphic that shows just for this location alone what the accessibility with RTC looks like, and connecting here in this area as well as down to campus. On the how part, and Dina touched on this briefly, we are the state college, and so we're right between the R1 UNLV and with the community college, and we have been working very closely with both institutions to ensure that those partnerships are secured and that the experience for the student is streamlined. So whether you're starting with us, and the kinesiology faculty at UNLV have been fantastic, and so they'll be prepared for us to go on to continue their graduate degree, or if they're starting at CSN, then we will be well prepared to receive them at Nevada State. Again, increasing capacity alone, looking at the number of students that we're able to serve and to expand, and then also the number of course offerings. In addition, that 250 patients per week, we see as a very significant value add. Yes. We went through this. Timeline. So we are here before you today, and we are packaging everything up on our end to advance to our Board of Regents for their September quarterly meeting, which happens September 11th and 12th. And very much appreciate your time, consideration, and support. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. I also would like to invite Dr. Prabhu and Dr. Spirito as our partners on the lease side to say a few words.
Honorable Mayor Pro Tem and council members, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you. My name is R.D. Prabhu, MD, and I'm here with Dr. Spiritos to represent the Blue Dream LV LLC, the owner of 2050 South Pinto Lane, the first newest medical building in the medical district located in Ward 1 under your leadership, Mayor Pro Tem Knudsen. We are here today because the council will award a resolution to authorize a lease agreement between RDA and our team for the 3rd floor of 2050 South Pinto Lane. This project aligns perfectly with city's goals for economic revitalization, community development, and long-term sustainability. Here is why this resolution deserves your anonymous support. Number 1, it is a catalyst for medical district growth. Our building is a state-of-the-art medical facility designed to meet the growing demand for healthcare services in Las Vegas. By leasing this space, the RDA will anchor a high-impact tenant that complements the district vision for a thriving medical and professional hub. This partnership ensures the space is utilized efficiently, avoiding vacancy and blight, a critical step in the redevelopment area once progress. Number two, we are compliant with the redevelopment plan. This resolution confirms that this lease advances the RDA's objectives, including job creation, infrastructure improvement, and public-private collaboration. Our project has undergone rigorous review to ensure it meets the standards. The investment reflects a commitment to quality development, not just short-term fix. And also, it is a testament to perseverance and partnership. Completing this building was a multi-year effort, overcoming delays and challenges. Today, it stands as a model of modern design and functionality. By approving this lease, the council sends a message that Las Vegas rewards persistence, innovation, and collaboration. As one of the council members recently emphasized in another context, partnerships like these are not takeovers. They are shared victories for the community. And there is economic and community benefits. This lease will generate long-term revenue for the city while supporting local healthcare services. It also aligns with broader efforts such as the Commercial Visual Improvement Program to enhance Fremont Street and the surrounding areas. And this is a oath for the future. In one of the councilwomen, I think, in her words during the water treatment agreement debate, they resonate here. This is what she said. We need projects that are complete, not pieced together. This lease is a holistic solution that will serve Las Vegas for decades. In closing, I urge you to vote yes on this resolution. Let's continue transforming Ward 1 and the medical district into a beacon of progress. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Spiritus, we're getting close to our council meeting time, so I'll...
Dr. Spiritus learned long ago never to follow Dr. Prabhu's speech.
Anything else, Ms. Babsky?
Yes, so at this point, would like to present both leases for your consideration and open to any questions.
Thank you. This is a public hearing for anybody who would like to comment on this, either of these items. Hearing and seeing none, I'm going to close public comment. Are there any questions or comments on the board? Councilwoman Diaz first. Go.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem. I just want to reiterate the remarks that Dr. Pollard made. If you're out there listening in the general public, the city is very open for business. Our executive team does a great job fast-tracking great projects like this one. Dr. Spiritus has been around forever. He's a longtime friend of the city, and we're grateful for this partnership in moving Las Vegas forward in a very meaningful way. So thank you.
And I'm a little envious of your medical district too, MPT. So yeah, you're jealous of my Ward 3 gems, but this area is also near and dear to my heart. And I want to say how incredibly exciting this is for me as a former state legislator who ad nauseum heard about the woes of the workforce and attracting them to our state. And so I am of the mindset that if we can attract them, why not build it here in our home, in our backyard? We have talented youth that need these career opportunities. As we've heard, a lot of students at Nevada State University are first generation, and they need to be catapulted to these incredible job opportunities, but also be kind of honed into the need in our community. And so there's so many benefits to our residents, to our up and coming collegiate students, but also our medical practice as a whole. We know that we have a long ways to go yet to grow in this field locally. And I'm just so excited about the economic development opportunities this opens up. I'm so excited about the workforce that we are having a hand in molding and shaping and providing here without people having to leave leave Las Vegas. And it's just an amazing project and feat. And so I just want to thank all of you involved, including Mayor Pro Tem's leadership on this. So thank you so much. Super excited to hit the yes button.
Ms. Summers Armstrong?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, and thank you all for your presentation. I'm not going to be jealous because I'm looking at the benefit that this is going to have for my community, which is Ward 5, which is your near neighbor to the north. I worked for years at the Regional Transportation Commission, and I think that oftentimes we forget that we have communities that don't have access to transportation. And for us to have this opportunity that in my neighborhood where I live, it's the 208 to the 104. That means that people for $1 and however much it is can get to school and walk 1 block and a half to get to your facility and to be educated in not a job, but a career. When we talk about pathways out of poverty, they're not a job. They are sustainable careers that help people build generational wealth. And I'm so excited about this partnership. I'm going to be talking about this when we do our door-to-door that we're going to be doing in the fall about some other things we're having at Wet Sea. And we can just connect the dots. And we have not, I think, talked enough about what public transportation can do for our community. And for you all to plan this with that in mind makes my heart warm. So thank you so much. I'm super, super proud, and I'm excited to vote.
And I'm going to come at it from a bit more personal perspective. So about 2 years ago, I held a forum with a lot of the university presidents, and Ms. Lopez, you were there. And we kind of challenged the universities and to come up with something for children, and it's really based solely on my personal experience with my own children. And UNLV came up with a pretty exciting program related to children's behavioral health. UNR is coming up with micro-credentials, and you all came out of nowhere. And so I can tell you that for the services and trainings and education you're going to be providing in the medical district, my own children, when I go to a doctor, they prescribe some of those services, and it's a 9-month to 2-year waiting list. So as a parent, to hear someone say it's going to be 9 months before we can have you in for an initial assessment, your heart drops. And so you hear me getting emotional because I'm so proud of the fact that you all came to the table in a way that's so meaningful for parents of our community. And Ms. Babsky, it's so impressive the way the city came together and did something for our community in a way that benefits our economy, that benefits students in our education system, and benefits the parents who are working with children who deserve access to quality health care. So I'm so grateful. So grateful. Thank you for your leadership and guidance in making sure this is a reality that Nevada can be better than we are today. So with that, I'm going to move to approve item number 7. Please vote. And that item passes. And now move to item number 8. And I will also move to approve item number 8. Please vote. And post. That item also passes with eternal gratitude. And Mr. Spiritos, you have the last word.
Yes. Last word is of thanks. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, for all of your work over the years. It's been just an amazing amount of work. And Dina, the whole team, thank you all for your time and effort. I know it's sometimes been tough, but we appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Babsky. Congratulations, everyone. We are now on to item number 9, citizen participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the Redevelopment Agency. No subject may be acted upon by the Redevelopment Agency unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, come to the podium and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Is there anyone willing to speak on this portion of the agenda? Hearing and seeing none, we are a little bit late, but thank you, everyone. We will transition to our city council meeting very soon, and this meeting is closed.